Yeah, I went to this auction last Saturday, about 5 miles east of Marion, and I recorded it just a little bit different than normal. I stopped to sign in and talk to the auctioneer, and I told him I was going to video the sale and put it on YouTube. And he pitched a fit. He said nobody's going to video his sale because if they couldn't come to the sale, they should come, or they got no reason to be watching it if they didn't come to the sale. So I thought, well, I wasn't going to, and then I talked to a few people, and the owners couldn't understand that. They said it was good with them, so I stood back kind of out of sight and snuck around the video, and you can see when I'm selling the tractors and different things when he's selling the tractors. So I got you some video, but I was bidding on one piece and shining the camera right at him, and he must have had second thoughts because he didn't say anything about it. So, all right, that's enough.
Is that good or bad?
Down to 37.50. As is, where is she stuck? But there she is. Been on the 560, $1,000. 500, 7.5, high 7.5 and about 5, 7.5 thousand. It's down, down, about, down, down, about, down, down, about, down, down, about 7.5 and about $1,000. It's down, dollar here. High 7.5 and about 1,000. It's down, down, about, down, down, about, got you, 750, down 1,000. It's down, down, about, down, down, about 7.5 and about, down, down, about, down. 8, 9, and now 10, and now 11, 1100, 1100, now about 10, 11, 1100, now about 12, and 12, 13, I had 1300, now about 12, and about 13, now 13, now 1300, now about 12, and about 1300, and 12, and about 13, now 1300, now about 12, 1300, now about 8, 1300, down to 1200. I mean, this tractor's barely broke in. Tractor barely broke in. Any questions? Dueled up, weighted up, we hadn't stripped it down, nothing. About 55, it's 65. I had 67, now about 65,000, now about 65,000, now tell you what, 62.5. I do that. 62.5. Now 5. 65,000. I had 65,000, now about 62.5, I get 5. 65. It's 65,000, now about 62.5, and about 65,000, now about 65,000, now about don't have 1,000 hours. Thank you. And now 67.5. It's 67.5. I had 65 and about 7.5 and about 67. 66. I do that. 66,000. I got 65. 66. You're all out. You guys do this thing any harder broke in. 66,000. I had 65.6. I had 66,000. Now about 66,000. Now about down 7. 67,000. Now 8. I had 68,000. Now about 67,000. Now about 68,000. Now about 7, 8. 68. I had 68,000. Now about 67, 8. 68. I had 67,000. Now about 68,000. Now about 68,000. Now about 67 to give 8. New torque. Boys, there she is. I'm going to get 5,000. Kick her off. 6. I had 6,000. Now I'm 5. 7. I had 7. Now 8. I get 8,000. Now I'm 8. Now I'm 8,000. Now I'm 7. Now 8,000. Now I'm 8,000. Now I'm 7. I give 8,000. Now I'm 7. 8. 8,000. I get 8,000. Now I'm 7. I give 8,000. Now I'm 8. Now I'm 8,000. Now I'm 7. 8,000. Now I'm here. 8,000. I get 8,000. Now I'm 7. Now 8,000. Now I'm 7. Now 8. I get 8,000 here. 8,000. Now I'm 92 and a half. And about 2 and a half. And about 92 and a half. 92 and a half. That's a horse. You know it. 92 and a half. If 9,000. Now I'm 92 and a half. And about 2 and a half. And about 8. Sold it. 9,000. Now about 5, about 5,000, now about 4,000, now about 45. Let's go. And now 5, and now 5, now 55. I have 55, now 6. I had 6,000, now about 6,000, now about 6,000, now about 55, and about 6. I had 6,000, now about 6,000, now 7.5, 6,000. 6,000. I have 57 and a half and about 6. I had 6,000 now and about 6,000 now and about 57 and a half and about 6. I had 6,000 and about here. Hit 57,000. Hit 5,000 now and about 5 and about 5,000 now and about 5,000 now and about 3. Hit 335, 35. Hit 35 and about 4. I get 4,000 now and about 4 and about 4,000 now and about 4,500 now and about 5,000 now and about 5,000 now and about here. Hit 5,000. 6 and a half. Now 5. Hit 5,000. 2 and a half. Hit 52 and a half and about 2 and a half and about 52 and a half. 52 and a half. No, 2 and a half. I have 52 and a half and about 5,000. Now about 2 and a half and about 2 and a half and about 52 and a half. It's 2 and a half and about 2 and a half and about 5,000. Now about 2 and a half and about 52 and a half. It's 2 and a half and about 2 and a half and about 5,000. Now about not 5. It's 55. It's 55. And now 7 and a half. I have 6,000. I have 6,000. Now about 6,000. Now about 6,000. Now about 6,000. I have 6,000. Now about yes. 57 and a half. 6,000. 62 and a half. 62 and a half. I had top 5. I had 67 and a half. I had 7 and a half and about 67 and a half and about 67 and a half and about 67 and a half. Strong tractor. 67 and a half. I had 65 and about 7 and a half and about 7 and a half and about 65 and about 7 and a half and about 7 and a half and about 8. 67 and a half. Water. 27.50. And a half. It's 27 and a half. It's 7 and a half and about 27 and a half and about 3,000. Now about 3,000. Now about 2 and a half and about 32 and a half. It's 32 and a half. It's 32 and a half and about 2 and a half and about 3,000. Now about 2 and a half. You're out. 32 and a half. It's 32 and a half. It's 3,000. Now about 32 and a half and about 2 and a half and about 32 and a half and about 2 and a half and about 8. 32 and a half.
Boy.
I get 8,000, now about 7,500, now about 8,000, now about 8,000, now about here. It's 75, 8,000. I had 75, 7 and a half. I had 77 and a half, about 7,500, now about 7 and a half, about 77.50.
77.50. He just doesn't like saying that. It's hard to say.
77 and a half. I had 75 and about 7 and a half, and about 75 and about 77 and a half.
One time? Nope.
Down to 75. One. About $1,000, now about $7,000, I'm gonna get $1,000. Hit $1,000, hit $1,000. I had 7 and a half and about 1,000, now about 7 and a half and about give 800. Let's go. It's 7 and a half and about 8. I had 800, now about 7 and a half and about 800, now about 7 and a half and about 800 here. It's 7 and a half, 800. I had 7 and a half and about 800, now about 7 and a half and about give 800. Down to 750.
8, 9.
Laura went for 300.
Jack, $10. 10, 15. Hit 15, not 20. Yes, 15, 20. Hit 20, not 5, about 25, about 20, not 25, about 25 to 1 here. Hit 20, not 5. Hit 25, 30. Hit 30, not about 30, not 5, about 35, about 40, not about 40, not yes, 40. 45, hit 50. I have 50, not about 50, not 50, not about 45, 50. Hit 50, not about 45, about 50, not about 50, not about aim. About right there. 500, not about aim. 700. Downer, 675. All right, on the field.
2,700 for the digger. Post pounder.
1,000. Hit down here. Hit down, down about 900. Down about down, down about down, down about now. Left down.
That thing's just as good as new.
At 10 about 11. I got 11. Down about 12. I had 12, 13. I had 1,300. Down about 12. About 1,300. Down about 12. About 13. 13. About here. 12, 13. I had 13, 14. Hit 14. About 15. 16, 17. Down about 18. 19. And now 2. I had 21. At 21. 21. 2021. At 2,100. Down about 2,000. Down about 121. 2,100. I had 2,000. Down about 2,100. Down about 2. We get 21 to ball in. 2,100. Nope. 5,000 here. 5,000. 52 and a half. Hit 2 and a half. About 42 and a half. 52 and a half. Hit 2 and a half. 5. Hit 55. 55. 55. About 52. 55. 57 and a half. I now 6,000. I had 62 and a half. I had 6,500. Now about 67 and a half. About 7,000. Now about 77,000. Now about 72 and a half. Hit 72 and a half. About 2 and a half. About 72 and a half. Don't find them very often. I had 72 and a half. Hit 7,000. Now about 2 and a half. About 72 and a half. About 7,000. Now about 72 and a half. Hit 72 and a half. About 2 and a half. About 72 and a half. Down there. 75. Hit 500. Down about 500. Down about 45. Hit 500. Hit 500. Down about 46. I had 600. Down about 600. Down about 600. Down about 506. I had 600. Hit 600. Down about 600. Down about 600. Down about 8. Over 500. 11. I made 10,000, 11,000. I had 10, 11. I got 11,000 now about 10, 11,000 now about 11, 11,000 now about 12. And now 12. And now 13. Hit 13. Now 14. And now 15. And 16. I had 16,000 now about 16. Now 16,000 now about 15. 16,000 now about 50, 16. Hit 16,000. And now 17. Hit 17,000 now about 16. 17 here. Hit 17, 17. Hit 17,000 now about 16. 18. And now 18. 18. Now, yes, 18. And now 19. I got 19 down. 19 down. 19 down. 19 down. 19 down.